Hello BookTube Nation, I'm Sam here again with Erin Books, and today I wanted to bring to you one of my projects. So June happens to be my birthday month, and it's also the month of Gemini. The twins are in June. So I wanted to celebrate duologies in the month of June. So if you have duologies on your shelves and you would like to join me, that would be wonderful. What I have for you today is my Juneology Tbr and also a couple of recommendations for you. I also will have a traditional TBR for June, which I will be filming shortly, so that should be coming to you soon. Bear with me, I'm a little exhausted. It was a day of yard work, and I live in Florida, so it's very, very hot here. But yeah, I've been really trying to get our yard cleaned up and trimming some bushes and raking some leaves and just preparing to get the yard ready for the summer season. But I did want to get this video out to you. I haven't filmed one in a little bit, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I've picked three duologies off my shelves. I absolutely love duologies. I really enjoy series, but I don't tend to finish super long ones. I have finished a fair amount in my reading journey, but the longest series I probably ever finished was probably Harry Potter. But I have a really hard time with series about getting to the second book. So a lot of times, I'm sure like a lot of you out there, I'll start the first book, I'll be super interested in it, and then it's been too long, and then I'm like, do I reread? Do I just go into it? I don't know. So yeah, so I find for me, duologies are a really good choice because it's just 2 books, and you know, I read between 6 to 12 books a month. So if it's just 2 books, I can get that done. So let's talk about the ones I've selected. So the first duology I have for a choice for me this month is the Pivot Point Split Second Pivot Point novel duology by Kasie West, and I selected this one because it's a little bit different. It's kind of sci-fi. This is basically about a young girl who, when she comes to like a fork in the road, you know, when you need to make a decision to go one way or the other, she gets to see both versions of her choice. And I've been interested in this one for a while. I read 2 of Kasie West's contemporary books earlier this year, and I really enjoyed them. And so I thought this is an author that I should try some more of her books. These are the last 2 of hers I have on my shelves. So if these go well, I should probably be picking up some more in the future. Okay, and the second option for a duology choice to read in the month of Juneology is the Sea Witch duology, and that is by Sarah Henning. Now, this one will be a reread for me. I read this during one of the fairy tale-a-thons. I'll link my fairy tale playlist down below for you, so you can check that out if you'd like to. Fairy Tale-a-thon is a readathon that we host twice a year. I host with some lovely ladies, and like I said, I'll leave the playlist down below so you can check that out. And but I haven't read the new one, which is Sea Witch Rising, and I loved this when I read it. I love Scandinavia. I love mermaid stories, and so this was definitely right up my alley. I am really excited to try the second book, but I think because it's been a while and because I really, really loved this, I think I may just do a reread of book 1 before I get to book 2. And then finally, I have a newer one. This is Contagion and Immunity by Erin Bowman. I've read one of her books and I enjoyed it. And this, when I first heard about this, it seemed very alien to me. So I don't know if this is going to be a super good choice considering the current situation in the world, but I remember when I first heard about it, I was super excited about it. I'm pretty sure I pre-ordered this and I just haven't had a chance to get to it yet. So, ooh, sorry, that's a super shiny cover. But now I have book 2. I picked up book 2 for Mother's Day. So yeah, so I'm really excited to check these out. So yeah, so there's this one as well. And I think Kim read this and really enjoyed it, so I'll link her channel down below. Okay, so those are the 3 duologies that I picked off my shelves. I'm hoping to, since I'm gonna have an additional TBR as well coming, I'm hoping to read at least 1 full duology in the month of June in celebration of Juneology and my birthday and the Geminis out there. So yeah, so I'm really excited about this project, but I also wanted to do a quick recommendation for you in case you would like to join in. Now, I have 2 duologies here that I wanted to recommend. They are both retellings. If you know anything about my channel, that is pretty much one of my favorite types of stories to read. I do read some other like YA fantasy and things like that as far as in the YA age category. But for YA, I love fairy tale retellings. It's one of my favorite like subgenres to read in that age category. So let's talk about this first one here. Now these covers are just beautiful. This is by Sophie Jordan, and this is Reign of Shadow and Rise of Fire. And this is a very loose kind of retelling about Rapunzel, but I really like this one. It has some diversity in here, and it's also, it really flips the fairy tale. So if you enjoy books like that, I think you would like these. It is really its own unique story, and it's almost like a survival story too. So if that appeals to you, I would give this a try. But basically this is about a girl, and she is of course trapped in a tower, but she doesn't stay there. So she ends up going on this journey, and it's kind of a fight to survive. And yeah, I really enjoyed this one. And if you like retellings, if you enjoy anything that has to do with Rapunzel, if you like survival type stories, I would recommend this. The other duology that I wanted to recommend today is Nicole Castroman's Blackhearts and Blacksouls. Now, I will say this is about pirates, but this first book is more of an origin story, not so much pirate story. There's more piratiness in this one. I'm making up my own words now. And also too, with this duology, I will say that it feels open-ended. So if you really like things wrapped up with a little bow, this may not be for you, but if you enjoy using your own imagination to close the final chapters, then this might be for you. But basically this is a duology about Blackbeard and Anne, and it's really, it feels almost more historical fiction than it feels kind of adventure story. You do get more adventure in this one. I think if you enjoy retellings and historical fiction, this would be a good suggestion for you. I really like historical fiction, and I really enjoyed her writing style. I know some people have said this isn't really for them because they didn't get what they thought it was going to be, because it's not really all piratey. It's not really just about pirates in this first one. So if you enjoy origin stories, if you enjoy historical fiction, if you enjoy retellings, I would give these a try. I really enjoyed them, and I really loved her writing style, and I felt really transported while reading these. So if you like that feeling of being transported while reading, I would recommend these. So those are the 5 duologies I wanted to share with you for Juneology. If you'd like, please feel free to join me. I'm really excited. I figure June, birthday, Gemini, duology, Juneology. Just, made sense to me. So yeah, like I said, I'm hoping to complete at least one of those 3 I shared with you. Maybe I'll get to 2 of them, we'll see. Though I have to say I've been on a bit, and this is really weird for me because I barely ever read thrillers, but all of a sudden I'm in this mood to read like thriller, mystery, suspense books, which not normally my thing, but the world is weird and weird things happen. I hope that you are all taking care of yourselves. I hope that everyone is finding a way to be well and to be happy. I just want to thank you for taking your time to join me today. And if you've read any of these, or if you have any suggestions for other duologies, please let me know. I do have quite a few more on my shelves. My shelves are ridiculous. I've probably only shown like 10% of my books on my channel so far. So good things to look forward to. Thanks for being here with me today. Farewell for now. Bye.